When the famously private MacKenzie Scott finally broke her silence, she cracked the Bezos myth wide open. What looked like a flawless power couple turned out to be a pressure cooker ready to blow, leaving behind a $38 billion divorce, a rocket-boosted romance, and a philanthropic tidal wave that's still reshaping lives. And it all began with a single laugh drifting through a hedge fund cubicle. New York, 1992. A young editorial-minded Princeton grad hears a thunderous cackle reverberating through the thin walls of D.E. Shaw. That laugh belonged to Jeff Bezos, and it hooked MacKenzie before she ever saw his face. She asked to interview with him, landed the job, and 3 months later, they were engaged. A year after that, she drove a used Chevy Blazer west, while Jeff tapped out the first Amazon business plan on a laptop perched in the passenger seat. Proof that their earliest equity was trust, not stock options. They unpacked boxes in a rented Bellevue garage, mailed books by hand, and lived off maxed-out credit cards. The IPO followed in 1997 at $18 a share, instantly minting millionaires, but also planting the first seeds of imbalance. The company ballooned, their private life shrank. But the real cost of that $18 ticket was still invisible. Amazon's flywheel spun so fast, it dragged Jeff into every headline on Earth, and soon, beyond it. In 2000, he founded Blue Origin, announcing dreams of routine space travel, even as bedtime stories with the kids became rare. MacKenzie receded, raising 4 children and drafting novels, while paparazzi camped outside their Seattle gates. Friends whispered that the loudest thing in the house was now the quiet between them. That quiet, insiders say, was soon filled by secrets. January 2019 detonated the rumor mill. Leaked texts exposed Jeff's relationship with television pilot Lauren Sanchez. Reports claimed the romance began months earlier, though timelines remain murky. Bezos fought back with a fiery public blog post and a private investigation, but the truth was out. Love's richest power couple had fractured. The world braced for scorched earth litigation, but MacKenzie took a different route. Her response came in a 137-word Twitter statement announcing a swift, drama-free settlement, 25% of their Amazon stake, no seat-grabbing court battle, and a politely worded good luck to Jeff and Lauren. Overnight, she became the 3rd richest woman alive, and the internet's unexpected heroine. Instead of yachts, she signed the Giving Pledge and wired money out the door faster than any philanthropist in modern history. Over $19 billion in unrestricted gifts by early 2025, often landing in inboxes with no advance notice. Her 2024 yield-giving open call handed $640 million to 361 small nonprofits. No red tape, no photo ops, just fuel for impact. Studies now show those checks improved cash reserves, staff retention, and community reach almost overnight. While Jeff aimed for Mars, MacKenzie lit 1,000 suns here on Earth. Jeff doubled down on spectacle, an all-female Blue Origin flight on April 14, 2025, fronted by fiancée Lauren Sanchez, Katy Perry, and Gayle King, earned more backlash than cheers, with critics labeling it a vanity launch. 5 months earlier, he'd moved from Seattle to tax-friendly Miami, sparking a fresh round of Escape the Levee think pieces. Then came June 27, 2025, a 3-day, celebrity-stuffed Venetian wedding featuring Ellie Goulding, Matteo Bocelli, and gondolas draped in orchids, just hours before an SEC filing revealed Jeff had quietly sold $736.7 million in Amazon shares under a 10b5-1 plan. Fireworks dazzled the lagoon, but questions about priorities echoed louder than church bells. The 4 Bezos Scott children remain invisible to cameras, protected by an unspoken parental pact. Jeff's legacy now straddles retail, rockets, and revulsion. MacKenzie's name, once a byline shadowed by her spouse, is indelibly linked to transformational giving. So here's the riddle this story leaves behind. If chasing the future can cost the present, and if billions can't buy back trust, what matters most when the spotlight fades? Expansion or empathy? Tell us where you stand in the comments, because how you answer might just predict the next chapter in this billion-dollar human saga.